Alright guys, here we go with SpongeBob. This is a little bit more of an advanced one, so, you know, if you're feeling like a little bit of a challenge, this is probably a good one to do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to draw two circles like this for SpongeBob's pupils. And then irises around the outside like that. Right, now I think up next I'm gonna do the outside of his eyes. Now, the reason I didn't make a full circle around there was that he has a hat that's going to come across here and his cheek is right there. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to kind of define the outline of the eyes, but not too much because I want to save room for his chin, or for his cheeks and his nose and everything. Speaking of his nose, I'm going to go ahead and draw that right now. It's a long, kind of a hot dog shape. Comes back in like that, and then you can go ahead and finish off that line. And since we're already doing this, let's do his cheek as well. Alright, kind of already starting to look like SpongeBob. Do the inside corner of his cheek there, you might call that his dimple. And we'll start a line like this, which is going to be the top of his mouth. And then we'll bring it back up, stop at his nose. Do a big round curve for the bottom of his mouth. But I'm not going to go all the way because he has a couple of big buck teeth. Go ahead and draw those in. And then we can finish up his mouth just like that. Next I'm going to do his tongue, which is a curve like this. And then a second curve like that. Already, our SpongeBob is starting to look like SpongeBob. You can also give him, he has like 3 little freckles on his chin. If you want to do that, you can. Alright, let's do the bottom fringe on his Santa hat. So it's a kind of a curvy line, like a, or not curvy, but kind of a wavy line, I guess you'd say. Let's do the side here, and then across the top. We'll bring it all together like that. All right. Now I think the next thing to do is to start to outline SpongeBob's body. Now, because he's a sponge, it's going to be a curvy line. That is his sponge part. And that's going to be a curvy line through here as well. And we're going to go about to here. Give him a curvy line coming back up like that. Oops. There we go. I'm going to go back over that line, guys, just because my pen wasn't quite putting out as much ink as I would have liked there. I would also recommend doing this in pencil, at least up to this point. Now, I'm going to start to bring down the back side of SpongeBob here. It's another curvy line. Okay, but don't bring it all the way down because I'm going to give him his little sleeve on his shirt like that. And now we can connect this line up like that. Again, if you're finding this challenging, guys, do your best. I don't expect perfection. Now, for the top part of his hat, we're not going to come from here. We're actually going to move over a little bit and come from here. And it's kind of a wavy line that goes up, kind of peaks there. That's coming back down. And then straight down here for that kind of hangy down part with the ball at the end. Also going to go and just give it a little That shows that it's kind of bunched up or folded right there. Let's do that white ball that's on the end of the Santa hat. And it's going to be a wavy, curvy line coming all the way around. And then just bring that up like that. Hopefully you're still with me, friends. All right, now usually SpongeBob has a tie. I'm actually going to give him a scarf. So we'll start by the part of the scarf that hangs down, which is going to be here, right in the middle where his tie would be. Give it a little fringe on the end. And now let's start over here by his edge, and we're going to bring it straight across like that. Continue it on the other side to there, and we'll start to go back like that. Okay. Now before we go on, let's give his scarf some stripes by adding some horizontal lines here and some vertical lines for the stripes that are going to be going this way. Cool. All right. I think next let's do his arms since they're in front of his pants. So starting here, we're going to come down. And I'm just going to draw out both sides right here. Coming down. That his wrist now to the back of his hand. We're going to have each individual finger curving out like that. Give him a thumb. And then right like that. I'm not going to draw the arm on this side, though, because that's actually behind his pants. Let's draw those famous square pants coming out. Okay, and then a straight line across to about there. And then straight back up like that. Now we can draw his other hand. So we'll have it extending down here, right, his arm. We'll bring out the thumb. And then his fingers going back up like that. Awesome. Hopefully you're staying with me. Let's do his bottom part of his pants. There's that leg. There's that leg. And then his actual legs coming down and meeting up with his shoe. Do it on this side too. Okay, now for a shoe, curve it out like that. Do just about the same thing here. Awesome. Don't forget to give him socks. Maybe a couple stripes on his socks. What else? There's not a ton of things left to do. Other than to give him his, right, he's a sponge, so you got to give him his little sort of dimple-y things here that sponges have, the holes. And one there, and one right there. And I almost forgot to give him his lower lip. All right. So there is SpongeBob. I'm going to go ahead and color him. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give him one more there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and color him. And yeah, once you've colored yours, go ahead and turn it in. And that will be the end of your assignment for this week if you choose this one. All right, see you later, friends. All right, and there's what he looks like with his colors. So I hope that you did this. I hope you had fun. Please do turn this in the same way that you turned in last week's assignment. I'll put the video attached to this assignment as well in case you missed it somehow last week. Make sure that you attach to the assignment, and I hope that you had fun with this one. All right, we'll see you another time, friends. Bye.